Hello and welcome back. I am BigSquirrell and it is Friday, which means it's time for another first crack at an indie RPG. This week we're looking at the demo of Age of Ultaimia by JaderGamerStudios. And this is such a fun game. I really like the music and the way that you can get new classes and stuff. But we'll get into that as we do the things. So you're finally ready. Whose journey will begin first, contender? Choose a path. Yes, we get to choose from one of three different people. Rosanna and Atrix, they have a lot of overlap in the beginning of their stuff. They start in the same city and they interact a bit in their story. Terris is in a completely different place. And I'm going to play through on Terris because I do enjoy Rosanna and Atrix, but it just seems like Terris' story is a little fleshed out more right now. And I think it shows a few things that I want to get into and show off a little bit better. Now, what is your preferred battle style? Oh yeah, and you get to choose your starting class. You get to add and change things a bit as you go, so it doesn't matter too much. I really like magic. That's generally a thing that I like in games. I see, a trade-off of one's strength for a strong mind. Is this the path you want? Yes. I see now. Please sign your name. It's only natural that I call you by what you prefer. The standard is fine. Would you like to enter the tutorial? The tutorial does explain a lot of things, but some of them we can't even really get into in this. So, yeah, it's fine. If we need to revisit, we can always go back to the tutorials. Terris, you're about to embark on a great journey. May fate be by your side, always. Chapter 1, The Snowland. Wait, don't tell me! He was correct! So she has returned to us as a mortal once again. I can sense her presence nearby. I will have to seek her out within the Umpire. She must be captured immediately. Somewhere in the Empire of Atrix. A few moments later. What the? He's still breathing. I need to help him get warm fast. Where am I? Last thing I remember was a voice speaking to me. Next to Terris sat a wolf reading a mysterious book that glowed a strange purple tint. The book had a mystical aura, while the wolf spoke to Terris without taking his eyes off the book. So you're finally awake. If possible, please tell me how you ended up stranded way out here in the wilderness. Stranded? What is he talking about? I feel like I just appeared here. Well, if you can't tell me right now, it's okay since we are just meeting for the first time. The wolf stood up and closed his book. He made a small smile at Terris. And we will leave it with Devin. My name is Devin. Yes, it is. I'm a research student here within the Empire of Atrix. What is your name? I'm Terris. Mind if I ask, but where am I? How did I get here? I thought you would tell me that. I was walking through the forest here until I saw you passed out in the snow. I couldn't just leave you in the freezing weather without any warmth, so now you are here at my little camp. Strange. It still doesn't explain why I feel like I've never been here before, nor have any memories of any kind, except for a few. I can remember what makes me who I am, my name, and how this world works, but nothing about this area. So, what are you researching right now? Well, I'm supposed to be looking at the landscape of this area on close inspection, but I was really looking for a way to escape this place. Escape? Do you feel trapped here? We all do. Ever since we got a new king 10 years ago, the Empire's gone downhill, and even its policies have become very strict. The king decided that the Empire of Atrix would close its borders for incoming and exiting travelers. Even worse, the nearby country of Skull wants to wage war on us. If that happens, well, the Empire might not exist anymore. I think we should find a town now. There's got to be others with the same mindset. It's strange, there's like this sense going off in me. It points to 3 other directions, but they are very faint. Should tell Devin about it, but I don't want to worry him right now. Well, what are we standing here for? I need to get a tour of this place. Right, standing here ranting isn't going to do any good. Let's head to town. Here's some stuff that I had laying in my pocket that'll help you in the long run. Some stuff. Got a quest! Follow the hints given to go to your next objective. Yes. But first, let's actually make sure that we're all equipped and ready to go. Terris, you have all of your basic stuff on, and you don't have all of your basic stuff on. The different weapons are from different classes. You have to get licenses to be able to equip things. And Devin, let me just show very quickly. Okay, fine, we'll go into skills again. Devin has two little symbols, the little like closed eye and the skull. That's because Devin is 2 classes already. So we can do some stuff with abilities because of that. We will hold off on doing battle. City of Atrix, enter. Yes. Well, welcome to the City of Atrix. Born and raised here, so I pretty much know where everything is. Ask away. We don't really need to do much of anything. Let's just ask where you live. Didn't we just meet? What if we have to go to your house for some reason? Then I'll direct you there. Fine. Ask away. That's cool. We're good. I feel dizzy all of a sudden. What's going on? Terris, are you okay? Sorry, I just need more rest. I don't have enough beds where I live, so we'll go to get a room here at the Hale Inn. Hey, you! Sorry to intrude on your conversation, but I have a knack for helping adventurers find out which guild they belong to. You were watching us this whole time? Also, if Terris can't remember who he is, then obviously he wouldn't know what guild he used to belong to. I see now. You're a wizard. You should head to Adventurers Guild in Chillmouth to start your training. What? Stuff about guilds. Talk to guild masters to join. You do have to do quests and stuff. You get certifications for new weapons, and you can change weapons in battle as you go. It's nice. Yeah, and you get new skills as well. We'll show that in a little bit. But just to let you know, you don't have to stick to your class you chose previously. You can join any guild you want. In fact, there are a few special guilds out in the world that I recommend, but I think it'll be better if you find them out of your own volition. If you manage to get every certification in Ultaimia, I'll give you a prize. I suppose being a member of both the Wizard and Reaper guilds would help in this case. Oh, and one more thing. Sorry to keep bothering you, but you should take this. Got a map of Ultaimia. Now have a map of Ultaimia. You can use it to find your way around the world by accessing it from the records menu. I hope that was helpful for you. If you have any questions, I'll be in Chillmouth to hear them. Well, we are not going there yet. Is everyone like this? No, but he does live up to his name of being helpful. To the Hale Inn we go, I guess. We will, but first I'm going to, travel the world here. At least the town. There are some things we can do. Some things we can't do. Can we get down there? There's a letter in the snow, but I don't know if we can... Nope. I can't get to that, and I'm also just generally stuck. I don't remember where there are things to do things. You can go in, all the houses, but you can't go into their bedrooms. They're always locked. And you don't get stuff to steal. It makes me sad. I wish I could just go out and explore past the walls of the Umpire. I don't think it made any sense at all to block everyone from exiting. Yeah, I understand. It would be nice to not be stuck in a country. Let's see. There are a few things that I definitely want to do. We don't need to talk to everyone. Everybody you can talk to, they do have things to say, and it does make the world feel very fleshed out, and I like that. But I'm here for the stuff. Stone of Restoration. That'll help. I think that's the revival item. Hello, you. Hey, can you help me out? I lost my amulet that my mother gave me as a birthday present. I would really appreciate it if you could find it for me. Sure. Because that is pretty straightforward, as long as you can get through the trees. It's an amulet. Take it? Yep, absolutely. Any luck yet? I found it. Really? Thank you. And then we get some stuff. Here, it's all the money I have. Thank you so much. Got some experience and some job points, which we'll get into in a minute as well. See you around. I'll be in the library if you need me. I kind of forgot where the things were. But every little bit helps. So that's why we're wandering around a little bit. I do know, yep, there's more free stuff right here. An archer's orb. So this is actually kind of an important thing that I will mention. Even though it's explained at some point, I do believe. There are some amulets that are called suppressors, and I believe... Nope, it doesn't do it. There is at least one suppressor somewhere that you can't equip orbs after you do it. That may have been in another person's previewy thing. Was that Rosanna? I'm not sure. Hey, are you looking to make yourself better from your own previous battle experience? Well, I can help you with that through stat allocation. So, what do you say? Want to try allocating your stats? Sure. We'll start with you. So, this is how you level up your different ability scores. Since we're doing mostly magey things here to begin with, I'm going to put some points into magic attack. It's always nice to have health. And MP affects everybody pretty much equally. And I like going fast. Cool. And we can just switch over. You don't have as many. You do magey things, and I don't know why your attack is so low. I want to get that up a bit. What else? Just speed? Go for speed? Yeah. Have fun with your new stats. We also use those kinds of the job points to get new skills from the various guilds and whatnot, but I don't think I'm going to worry too much about that. I've got a different plan. I don't know why I just hit the button to make that advance. I've got a plan for what I'm going to do to get skills otherwise. So, yeah. Devin, how are you today? What brings you here? Well, to be honest, I don't really know why. My friend Terris wants to ask you a question, I think. How do I join the guild? To be a Reaper is to have mastery over the ways we can disable our opponents through various status effects. I'm going to give you a list of items to find, and once you have them in your possession, bring them to me. Here's a few things to get started with. Choose a party member that'll join the guild first, but don't worry, yeah. Once one person's joined, anybody else can be brought in. Selected Terris, is that correct? Yes. Terris now has a passive Reaper certified and can wield hand axes and learn the base Reaper skill, which is all I really wanted. Terris was given a Traveler's Hand Axe and learned Double Slash. Yup. You can find a list of items in your quest menu. Good luck. I'm not really worried about that. In my original playthrough, I couldn't complete that. I don't know if it's possible right now, but I do want to have the second weapon, and I do want to get the skills ready. Okay, it already did it, and you both have both the skills. So that, as far as right now at least, here in the beginning of the game, getting the first skill of various classes is really helpful because skills have a cooldown. So you can't just use them over and over again in a battle. But if you have skills from multiple classes, you can totally use them. Let me do this. Yeah, you can totally just rotate through the different classes, and it makes it so you can hit pretty hard. You will burn MP that way, though. All right, let's set our active quest back to the main quest. I believe it's this one? Yes. Set the active quest. This is a little bit buried in the menus. I did have to hunt around for that. That silver-haired wolf is definitely not from within the Umpire. I've never seen him before. I have to go tell the king now. $50 gold for one night. Would you like to stay? Yes, please. Don't worry, I'll pay this time. Is that you, Devin? Dude, I haven't seen you since we were in school at Chillmouth. I'm still in school. I'm at UOA right now studying. Also, I saw you yesterday while I was out doing my surveys. Although in retrospect, I didn't say anything to you, nor do I remember you working here either. Anyways, it was nice seeing you. You two have a fun night. What do you mean by a fun night? Don't worry, you don't have to say anything. We all know why you would get a room together and pay. This is getting awkward. Terris, we're going now. Don't say I didn't warn you. Sorry about that. I don't think he gets why I don't come here often. I can't deal with someone who makes fun of me like that. He seemed onto something. Do you feel anything for me? No, that was just baseless conjecture from him. How long has it been since you two last talked? Couple of years. Sophomore studying Atrix history, so we don't really get to see each other much. The only reason why I even met you is because my school actually lets us do some field work instead of staying at school all the time. Seeing Jake was a nice change of pace, so thanks for giving me the idea to come here. Well, I'm glad I helped out with that. Anyways, we should rest up. We can talk more tomorrow. Here we go again. The dizziness returned. Good night, Devin. Good night, Terris. I really hope that neither Devin nor Jake slip something to me. You overhear a conversation like a wind in the air. You have won the first round, Atrix. You can be touched by fate just as much as anyone else. What do you mean by that, Obris? I am bound by fate to win regardless of your meddling. Whatever you choose to do next, your future is already lost. Then I will create 3 champions of free will. They will defy the timeline that you set out for the world. Their names will be Eric, the male human, Rosanna, the female human, and finally Terris, the male wolf. They will decide if fate can truly be changed. Instead of a world where mankind has to follow the selfishness of some otherworldly powers. May I suggest an addition? Of course. Until my creations show that they are the most virtuous of all, I will seal myself away from everyone and everything, including you, Obris. So be it. And we died. Oh, wait, no. Tell me, what is it you truly wish for? A wish? Would he be able to tell me my purpose in this world? My sense is beating heavily like a heartbeat right now. It must have something to do with this mysterious person here. Could he be one of the 3 other signals? All of the other signals are gone now. Whatever that wish may be, I'll give you the path to it if you hear my tale. Let me introduce myself. I am Obris, the god of destiny. My father is the creator of the world you have appeared in. You currently stand in the Hall of Spirits within the Realm of Spirits. That name, I feel anger when I hear it, but why? Do I have suppressed memories regarding him? To truly understand the situation you have been brought forth to, I'll explain a story that started over 1,000 years ago. But suppose you already know the story that I will tell. You, Terris, are one of the chosen 3. Although time does not pass within this realm, 1,000 years have gone by since your creation. My sister still stands over there endlessly frozen, till the virtue of her chosen ones shine through. Your mission is to help me save Ultaimia from destruction under my guidance. Atrix will interfere with my plans, but you could help me win. As a contender, I assume you will be able to accomplish this task. You are near the Crystal of Life. When you return to your world, I need you to find me this crystal. Bring it back, and I will reward you with information on the purpose of your life. I look forward to your progress. Step onto the platform when you're ready to begin. Since I'm one of the chosen 3, I can not only sense them, but Obris as well. Must be something to do with Atrix being his sister. My problem is that I was able to sense Obris when I was speaking to Devin for the first time, but I couldn't sense the other 2 like me while here in the Realm of Spirits. Perhaps Obris will explain more when I return with the Crystal of Life. Sometime during the night. City of Atrix. She hides in the very city she's named after. Anyone entering past the walls without my permission have no regard for the law, and I shall punish them so. Maybe the commoners have seen her. A new face in town will surely bat an eye. In addition, the guard said dear young Devin has brought a silver-haired male wolf into the Umpire. Maybe I should say hello to him and his new friend. Surely Sal would make space for me if I made an appearance at the university. I do wonder how that mage is doing. Hope she didn't have too much trouble doing what he asked her to do. Good morning. You seem refreshed. Let's get going. You could say that. Could say that, and you did. Good morning, guys. How was your sleep? Drop it. Okay, calm down. Excuse me, but have you heard of a Crystal of Life? I don't think so, but I bet one of the professors at UOA will know. UOA stands for University of Atrix. It's where I'm enrolled currently. Whatever answer you're looking for may be lying there. I guess we should head over there then. Well, see you later, guys. Later, Jake. Okay, I don't think there's much of anything for us to do. We don't have a lot by way of money. There is one thing. Over here in class, we can learn a couple random skills. We do not have the stuff. I thought maybe... Oh, right, I did the quests after. You know what? Let's fight. We'll do that. So we can swap back and forth here or use the weapon swap to do the thing. I'm going to use this and use double slash. Because I can. Skills-wise, let's do this thing. Different creatures have different weaknesses. That's what those boxes underneath their health bar means. Devin learned Shattering Frost. I don't know if that's entirely on purpose. When I played through the other two people's stuff, Rosanna and... See, that's right there. Oh, right. I believe... I'm not sure if the weapon you have equipped affects the damage of some skills or not. That's something I need to figure out. But yeah, learning abilities from enemies, doing Eric and Rosanna's stuff, they didn't do that. They didn't learn anything, so I don't know if that's a Reaper thing or if that's something that's going on with these two that isn't available to the others yet. I can't get in without fight. Oh, I can. It just left. Come on, we don't need to go to the Umpire right now. Oh, right. What am I doing? We're in the city of Atrix. We go to the University of Atrix. You know what? Let's go talk to this guy first. I forgot you were here.
Please, spare some gold. I have no money for supplies for myself as of late.
Give you 100 gold.
Thank you. Kindness will repay you one day. Don't fret.
An act of kindness goes a long way. You're a good person, Terris.
I have a note that I found on the ground earlier as well. Something tells me it would be good to give to you.
I've got a drunk's plea, page 1. Read it now? Yeah.
I have arrived in the city of Atrix. I was promised labor by decree of their king in which I could take on small tasks for my age. I will stay at the Hale Inn until I can find a home here with the money I will be paid with. Once I have enough money, maybe I can visit my family who live up north in Skull.
But not so much. Okay. Well, we did the thing. I guess I should direct you to my dorm room now. It's near the library, so we can research the Crystal of Life there afterwards. Professor Sal! Devin, it's very nice to see you again, but why do you have a weird expression on your face? It's just, I'm surprised. You've been gone for months and you were able to get back in. Oh, you know none of that will stop someone like me. University professors have high clearance, all in the name of education, of course. You've had me worried. I don't think I'll ever have another teacher as great as you are. Devin, I'm not going to leave any student of mine behind anytime soon. And who might you be?
My name is Terris. It's very nice to meet you. Sorry to change the subject, but do you know of any special legend or location of a Crystal of Life?
I think you're referring to a jewel that our second king found deep under the lake north of here. Just like the name you mentioned, there is a story behind it. It was once said that the crystal was once used to create Ultaimia itself. In fact, it could probably save us from this dreaded snow we've been cursed with. But no, it could also be used for destruction. Any specific reason you needed the information?
It was out of curiosity, nothing much more than that.
Alright, well, I'm gonna head out to the market. Devin, I need to see you in my office this afternoon when I get back. Goodbye! Her office? For what purpose?
Is something bothering you?
Never mind, let's go now. Please sit. Well, now you know where I live. I told you I would direct you to it. Look, so here's the thing. I'd love to help you out with finding the crystal, but if I leave the university for more than my allotted time, I could risk failing my assignments. I don't need an annoying roadblock like that in my future.
But I really need your help. I don't even know where to start.
Try the library. It's just north of my dorm room. I'm sure you'll find some form of answers that you need there.
But didn't you hear what your teacher said? If I had the crystal, I could help the Umpire.
Tell me, Terris, why do you need the crystal?
Well, it's a little hard to explain. I'll try my best.
You spoke to Devin about everything that's happened to you so far. So I ended up befriending an insane wolf. I'll need to document this in my notes.
He referred to me as his friend, but I've only known him for a day now. I won't question it.
Devin takes out the same book that he was reading before and writes in it. He then puts it back into his pocket and looks back at you. Regardless of your reasoning, the crystal is just a wild goose chase waiting to happen. I doubt Professor Sal was even correct on its use.
You sound like you have a problem with that teacher.
I suppose you have a right to know. She's the only real family I have. My caretaker, who raised me here in the Empire of Atrix, just so happens to be my professor here at UOA. When she left the country for business reasons, I thought she wouldn't be able to return because of the horrible traveler's law we have here. Already bad enough that she leaves for months on end.
I'm sorry I called you out on your worries. It wasn't my place to ask about your personal life.
Well, as my friend, I thought you needed to know where I come from. Some of my stress was relieved, so thank you. Anyways, I have to go. You can stay in my dorm if you need to. Good luck to you.
This is a lot harder now that it needs to be. I'll head to the library now.
Yes. Which is easy to find because it's in the same building. It would have been nice in college.
Where do I even start? I should ask someone in here for help on this search. Hello, I hope you don't mind me asking, but I need to look up research on something called the Crystal of Life. Any ideas?
Well, I would try reading some of the books near the top left corner. It's articles on treasures found around the world.
Sounds good, thank you. This is still going to take a while. There's just so many topics listed here.
Meanwhile, after the return of Professor Sal, I saw Professor Sal walk back inside while on my way to study hall. Whatever she has to say to me, it will not affect my future whatsoever. Professor Sal, Wait, what's going on here? Why is the King of Atrix here? I can't believe it.
Hello, Devin. It seems you tried to defy the laws set out for our empire.
Outsiders cannot be brought in within the Empire of Atrix. Outside? I have never gone out the walls in my life.
Tell me why you were spotted with one.
He's talking about the boy, Terris. He's not from there, though. I found him in the forest next to this town.
Our eyes as wolves are keen and can sense the truth for miles on end. You're lying and it's obvious.
Then you must need to go see an eye doctor because my heart is clearly speaking for itself.
You disrespectful child. I knew I made the wrong choice when I let you live.
Altair! Let me live? Now, Professor Sal, tell him his punishment or else I will make things worse. I can't. Whatever it is, please tell me, Professor. Devin, Well, if you won't tell him, then I will instead. You're expelled. You're expelling me for a crime that I didn't do?
Your defiance is not helping your case here. We have evidence, so don't try and stop fate. As for your idiotic caretaker, I have other plans.
Stop this. Devin, please!
Burning flame!
Sal! What? I thought you were aiming at...
'Twas fate's mark that led to this, Sal. Devin, if you're not going to take responsibility for your actions, that someone else who cares for you will instead. Listen to your real parent now.
Why did you have to do that?
You will know soon enough. I'm just taking care of some unfinished business. Now be a good boy and head back to your dorm to move out your belongings. You're going to the castle prison first thing tomorrow morning.
I think I need to take a walk for a bit. Did all of that really just happen? She can't be. No, It was just a trick. Why would the King of Atrix just kill her like that? Devin walked a couple steps down the hallway and stopped. He looked down at his hands and turned them over. Tears falling down from his eyes drop into the palms of his hands as they slowly start to shake. She's not gone. That's impossible. He then slowly closed his hands as they shook, tears flowing faster from his face. I didn't even get to say goodbye. The only person left that I cared about in this place is now dead. Devin walked a few more steps. Breathing heavily, he began to run down the hallway. He then turned towards the wall and punched it as hard as he could. I hate you, Altair! Terris is not the cause of her death. You had no right to murder an innocent person for no reason. He then rested his hands and head on the wall slowly and closed his eyes, tears still continuously coming out. Sal, I know you weren't always there for me, but that doesn't mean I didn't love you. No matter what, I would have supported you. You didn't have to die. I swear that I will avenge you somehow. If I really was the cause of this, then I'm sorry. But know that Altair was the one who made the choice. I think I'll go rest in my dorm for a moment.
From what I gathered, the crystal is within the capital city of Chillmouth. I knew some of this information already from the teacher's story, but I needed concrete evidence. It'll be hard to steal it on my own, so I need to go back to the dorm and ask Devin when he gets back. He's into his studies, but if some otherworldly being gives you a task, it has to be important. Regardless if I just met him or not, he's the only person I have a connection with right now.
Yes. Hello, other wolves. I missed the door.
Hey, you're back. I found information that I needed. Wait, what's wrong?
Professor Sal, she's dead.
What happened?
She wanted to see me in her office, and I entered when the King of Atrix was sitting where she usually sits. She was holding back, but King Altair told me I was expelled from here for bringing in an outsider.
What outsider?
They think you're from beyond their borders, so it was a misunderstanding on their part. However, my teacher was attacked for not telling me and died immediately.
Am I the cause of all this? Is the king the real problem here?
What confused me the most was that the King of Atrix said, "Listen to your real parent now."
Is the king your actual father?
I'm not entirely sure. King knows so much more about my birth than I do.
Devin, I can help you find the truth of your past. However, I need your help in getting to the Crystal of Life.
Again with the lunacy. Stay has to be a nightmare I'm stuck in. Did you even get any leads about where it's located?
We must head to Chillmouth. The crystal is somewhere within the city.
Chillmouth, but it's probably heavily guarded. Wait, that would mean stealing a national treasure. Well, actually, this might be a good chance in exploring more of this place. I'm already going to jail anyways.
So not only did they expel him, they were also throwing him behind bars for no reason. Well, your situation may be bad, but there's always a way around it.
What do you mean? Oh, but I can't just escape from them. They're probably coming up to the store right now.
The window. We could jump through it and make a break for it.
Are you crazy? We could die doing that.
Then tell me your other options.
Fine, let's do it then.
Alright then, let's head out of here while we have the chance.
Chapter 2, The Core of the Umpire.
Now we need to quickly make our way to Chillmouth.
I still can't believe I'm doing this. Was I living a complete lie this whole time? Studied here all of my life to become the one that will uncover the secrets of how this world came to be, but all that is now dust in the past. I hope to find anything King Altair has on my birth. This is the real mystery that matters to me now. I must find the truth of my past.
Well, the sooner we get started, the better. If we can get to the city before Altair does, then we might have a chance to find the crystal and your information at the same time.
Then let's do it then. Got some experience for completing quests, no land, and some job points. And some shops have more stock, but I'm not too worried about that. So Terris, if you want to before we leave, I need to pick up delivery from the Atrix Reapers Guild that might be useful for our walk to Chillmouth. Yes, absolutely pick up free stuff. I love free stuff. which is why I loot absolutely everything in games. Oh, hi, Devin. The potion you ordered is ready for you now. That's great, thank you. Mysterious potion. Anything else you need? No, I think we're good. There is some kind of item creation. That's why I mentioned synthesis, if you saw that there. But in the demo, it's not ready yet. So we'll just pretend it didn't happen. This is not what I was looking for. Although I am mayor of this city, the Court of Chillmouth will be more helpful to your problems than I will be. Yep. I was just double checking. I was aiming for the one where they sell items, which is the next little section over. There we go. Let's see. Are there any things that I'm missing? I don't think so. No, I've got all the weapons that I can equip, and I can't buy anything that's not a weapon here, so... yeah. Just double checking before I leave. Cool. Now we're out here for really real. I didn't want to fight you. I was trying to sneak by, but it didn't work. So, let's go with one's wisdom. We'll do a magic-y attack because both of our people are better at magic-y stuff. Also, I'm going to do a little science. You do... let's do one's wisdom like this. Let's see how much it does. I'll try to remember how much it does. 308, never mind. We're not going to be able to test that on the same one twice. I should have done double slash. Whatever. Quick slash it is. Well done, Devin. Okay. Oh, I can get in here from the back of the city. Nice. Well, we're here now. I'd suggest we ask around, but maybe exploring restricted territory might be more beneficial to us. I've only been to Chillmouth a couple times, so my memory isn't that great about things here. Yes. So we don't need the inn. I don't remember... Chillmouth Adventurers Guild. Yas, this is what I was looking for. See, I don't need the job points dude that's down there. Welcome to the archery section of the Chillmouth Adventurers Guild. We're just gonna try to join everything. I want both of these people to be involved in all three of these. Yep, because we can equip all of the weapons, which means that we have the best chance of getting... let's see... do I want to split it up? Yeah, sure, why not? It's not like it matters. They'll both be able to get the things. And they both are already mages, but... that's fine. Oh, they're actually saying things. I thought that it was gonna... okay. Devin, welcome to the guild. Yes, I thought it was just gonna skip to this bit, but I think they were saying, like, Devin actually has some experience with stuff. Yeah. Oh, haven't seen you before, part of the Wizards Guild. In that case, I'll just skip to the chase and give you the quest to join our guild here. Again, 3 ice times is all that's needed. Good luck. Thank you. And I'm sorry, I totally blanked out on doing the voices and whatnot on that one. For some reason, I expected, since the first 2 were very generic, I thought the third one would be. All we need to do... right. That was 308, and it was you. Let's see. This is a different person, so it doesn't matter. This is not scientific in any way. Okay. Did I get a bow? That's what matters. Because it's so far, whenever you join, whether you're heading out for the quest or if you're... oh, you respawned, okay. If you're headed out for the quest or if you're, you know, joining for the first time after somebody else already had joined, then, let's see. Let's do this. Brain is doing things because I'm trying to do this. Yeah, you always get a weapon, no matter what. Now I can do the thing. I can do the thing that I wanted to try before. I just need Devin to equip a different weapon. Let's do that, and still can't use double slash because it's got a cooldown. Dang it! So much for science. Because I'm not sure if your weapon affects the skill damage. Looks like it. I put it on a sword and did the magic thing, but that hit a weakness, which I don't think it should have. Unless it was the sword. Huh. Cool. Alright, so that was wizard stuff. Finish the quest, and then we get some stuff for joining. Yeah, we don't get any new items or anything, and I'm not really worrying about getting skills, like I said before. I will get this put back on. Not that. Yes, it was that. Which one is it? Core of the Empire? Yes. I'm not sure why it doesn't, like, set you back into stuff. But, yeah, maybe that's something that'll happen on a later update. Let's see, let's allocate. Oh, you've got so many of the points now. And we are branching out into other stuff. So, let's branch out into other stuff. HP is always good. And 100 points into something, your defense is the lowest of your stats, so that works. Some stuff and just things. Stuff and things, both of those. Why not? Have fun with your new stats. Thank you! Yeah, I'm not worried about... I keep going back to the whole other skills thing. I'm good. We've got a bunch of skills. I fully equipped both of them, correct? And don't worry, we did need, what, I think it's bats for the archers and warriors guilds, but we will find those. Ooh, wizard's orb. So whose stats are the lowest for wizardy stuff? Magic attack is 16. They're both at 16. You know what? Let's just do the thing. Since Terris already has the Archer's Orb, we'll just spread those out so they can both get bonuses at something. Okay, are there any other little hidden things? I can't remember if there's any other chests anywhere. There is, of course, a lot of stuff we can't get into right now. Stuff it won't be too helpful to get into. Hello. Every time I have a problem with this city, I always report it to the Court of Chillmouth. They should know how to deal with everything. They should, but do they? We, of course, have to collect all of the free items. Boat pass, which I assume boat stuff is how we'll get around later on in the game, but in the demo, that's not a thing. Alright, I think that's most of the stuff? I forget what this is. Ah, I remember what this is. Atrix history, the story of Sir Chillmouth, even in the right section. This is a library. And we can't do anything else in here. I thought there was a bat, but it's a dude. It's a dude's ears. This stuff is super fascinating. If only we could share with people from outside the Empire, though. That would be awesome. Okay. Nice plant. I agree. Okay. I think that's all the stuff that we can do. Now we need to head down here. Hey, do you think we can get around easier from underneath the ground? Maybe the sewers here lead to some sort of plumbing that goes directly into these buildings. I'm not entirely sure about that being true, but there's no harm in trying at this point. I just find it a little odd that an empire would have a sewer with running water in the middle of a frozen wasteland. There has to be some kind of reason, right? I'd say we head down into the well. I'm not gonna stop you. If this is what it takes to find the crystal, then so be it. So is it a well or is it a sewer? Because those things should not be connected. I didn't think it would smell that bad down here. Why is it so warm? Everything was frozen outside of this place. I assume the city uses fire magic to warm the sewers so we could still have running water, but that means we should be extra careful. We don't know what monsters could be down here.
Watch your step then. We won't be down here for long, so keep an eye out.
That's a bold assumption. I'm going to be down here as long as it takes. Let's do the thing, because I don't know why. I'm totally fine with it. But I don't understand why bats are always weak to, like, piercing weapons. Devin has learned Poison Claw. Nice. We can just do things. That's not going to do much, but Quick Shot's going to completely destroy it anyway, so good enough. That's 2 bats. I believe we need 1 more for the warrior quest. You look like a nice one. Hey, and it's just the 1, and it's level 1. Makes this easy. Yup. There we go. That should also have finished off the archer quest. Yeah, nope, up we go. So we can now get... What, both of them are going to have 4 jobs that they will have access to? Let's see, you were archery stuff. And... Yep. Anytime you want to learn new skills, we're not learning new skills, I just want to add someone. Devon. Yes, we are adding Devon. We get another bow for free. Awesome, and I'm not sure if this adds stats. Just from equipping the weapons. Because it does say... Oh, they both leveled up to level 4, nice. Got certificates and stuff. Where's the thing I wanted to say? Not you. Oh, yeah, it is you. Sword. I think it's when we get the Traveler's Sword. Yeah, swords always upgrade attack, physical defense, and max HP. I don't know if those are, like, universal. I should check that. Does it... Your max HP is 610, so if I give you the sword that you just picked up, does that improve? Like, all the time, always? And you need the bow. Awesome. Oh, there's 3 orb slots. I had no idea. So, your max HP did go up. Okay. So, yes, by equipping various weapons, you do get... Sorry, I'm trying to get out of this menu. For some reason, the button's not working. I still need a new controller. Also, I needed to reset the quest. Yeah, so any kind of equipping of a weapon will upgrade your stats generally, so having more weapons is better. Should I have... Oh, I was not looking to do the friendship quest thing. I will change that. I don't know if I have the thing that I need for that. Change active quest. Core of the Empire? Yes, there we go. No. Go back. Exit quest log. Do I have the thing? You can talk to the various NPCs and whatnot. We can hang out with him. Something on your mind? Let's see. Inquire about the mysterious potion. That's a good one. Because I don't know what that is. Why are we in a tent? Cool. I ordered it from the potions master for my field research assignment. I wanted to test a potion mix that would simultaneously paralyze and poison the one who gets splashed with it. I also forgot to bring the bottles of poison from my dorm. What a shame. Why did you buy poison? What do you plan to do with it? Don't be so alarmed. It's for a hobby of mine. I'm curious as to what hobby would involve using such crazy potion mixes. I'm a huge fan of spells, curses, and ailments that anyone can receive. I bought the potion so I could test it on creatures out in the snow, but I happened to forget it when I went out on my field research. At least it'll still be useful in battle while in your possession. Actually, this journey might be a way for me to research more ailments occurring naturally in the wild. Oh, Atrix, it's going to be so cool to see a monster get something as rare as the ailment break in action. Another thanks for your help in this adventure, Terris. Sure, Devon, no problem. Friendship has been raised. Interesting. I didn't do that in my off-camera playthrough. Can I? We can only hang out. Okay, I can't give you an item. Ah, and it did switch our quest over and it won't let me back out. You know what? Let's just save. We'll just save in an empty save file. There we go. Yeah, the menus are a little bit touchy. Run! Run quickly! Okay. We don't need to fight absolutely everything in the world. We're only going to level it so much, and I feel like the enemies are going to be beatable one way or another. Let's see. You both have bows, so you can both do the thing now. But just because they have the same... It's because they have the same weapon doesn't mean they do the same damage. It is better to use something to hit the weakness than not, though. Okay. Fragile pickaxe. I don't know what that is. Bronze armor. I do know what that is. It raises our stats. Earth orb. We've got enough stuff to equip. And of course, I give everything to Terris. Because why not? It'll raise a lot of stuff. Agility down by 1. That's not really a problem. The user of Earth element. Huh. I'm not sure exactly what that means. Does that protect against Earth stuff? There is a way to check that in here. Elements? Wow. Okay, yeah. So, going to be more damaged by ice and water. I don't think I want that in a place with a lot of ice. So, let's try removing that. Wait, why is there a weird... Do you get a new skill when you equip that? I know, we're going through menus a lot. I can't back directly out. No, we don't get a new skill. Okay. There we go. We'll get there. Yeah, if you leave a section of the menu, it takes you out of the menu entirely, so there is no, like, quick swapping between sections. Okay. Nope. I'm just gonna go over here and fight instead. Because I want the free stuff. Let's see. You can probably take that in one shot. No. Okay. Oh, and you didn't have room for the weapon skill. That's... finish the sentence. Okay. Whatevs. It's not like it's taking a long time. Devin could use a little touch-up in health, but that's it. And we do get healed when we level, so... it's all good. And we have plenty of healing items around. Hello, I'll fight you. Why not? Try to get that free healing. See, I'll take the one that I know I can take out. Are you weak to icy stuff? Yes. Or was it because I had the bow equipped? I need to remember that. I'm not sure if that's 100% intentional. Because if I'm using an ice spell, I don't know why I would be doing bow damage. But let's go ahead and do this anyway. Oh yeah, and I totally forgot to do the other thing. We'll just use this. Oop, there you go. There is another set of stuff that we can do. There are a few skills that anyone can learn, and I was going to try to do this earlier. Escape is just to escape from battle. Stealth is an out-of-combat thing that'll let you stealth around, and I do want to make sure... Actually, let's have you learn that stuff. Whoa, what? I didn't know that you had these things in here. Sure. Devin will steal the target's MP based on 35% of the damage. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, but I can't have you learn stealth now. Stealth was the one that I wanted. I didn't care about escape. Oops. I'm good at this. Now. Now we can equip the things that I wanted to equip. I do want you... I don't... no, poison is good. I think I'll leave these alone. Yeah. Just in case, because I'm not sure what all stuff I'll run into. I don't care about escape. I do care about stealth. And I think I need to have it equipped in here. I'm not 100% sure. Hey, you, over there. The one with the silver hair.
You two don't look like anyone I've seen before. How did you get in here?
Is it really worth our time to be talking to some prisoner? We are on a mission here.
What? I'm not just some prisoner. I'm the one true ruler of this kingdom. Steel Eye of Chillmouth.
Steel Eye? You're the one who gave Professor Sal a position at UOA originally. Aren't you in here for treason as well?
That act of treason is a complete lie. 10 years ago, the Skull Pirates secretly invaded Chillmouth in hopes of using Altair to overthrow me. The pirates had come up with a plan to ally with Burrowfirth, a town filled with murderous dragons. When Altair showed fake evidence to the court that I was the one who made the trade agreements, I was immediately dethroned. Before I was put into this prison, the court made me watch Altair become the next king. They chose him not only because of his personality and his investigation, but he had a connection to almost every world leader. Except maybe Flania. That nation always seems to be a black sheep among the wolves. I'm sure everything has been left to fate since the end of my reign. I haven't seen the outside in a while, so I have no idea what's going on now.
Everything is just fine, except that we got a rule that says no one could enter or leave the kingdom without special clearance. I'm on the run now because I was thought to have broken this rule, even though that is far from the truth.
And yet you still come to the castle where you're most vulnerable.
You crazy?
We're here for the Crystal of Life, and to find the origins of my friend's birth. Death may be near, but I'm willing to risk my life for my objectives.
The crystal? Why do you need that? Don't tell me you're going to sell it.
It's not for my personal gain. I know of a way to help everyone with its use. I just need to know where exactly it is. Taking that crystal is a high crime among the wolves. I don't know if I believe you or not, but it doesn't matter to me. I'm still stuck in this prison. However, if you can get the keys to the cells from somewhere around here, I'll be sure to repay you back as soon as possible. If helping you gets me closer to the crystal, then I'll gladly help. The Crystal of Life was in a case in the museum room behind the Grand Library, but I could be wrong as it's been a long time since I've been out. Of course, there should be no reason for Altair to be using it.
So get the keys and the crystal in the museum room. We should be able to handle this, Terris.
For the fate of this country, please do whatever you can to stop Altair from continuing his rule. The Empire deserves its rightful king.
That is true, but I saw a box over here, and we gotta open that first. Bronze Claw? Awesome. I don't think we can equip that. Break the Vines? Absolutely. Maybe that's what the claw was for? I don't know. Soul of Ultaimia. And some bats. Let's see, you can do it with a quick shot. I keep forgetting that somehow. Let's just do the thing. I should possibly just leave and go up my stats. I'm sure I have enough job points. Oh wait, no I don't. Because I was trying to get the various skills and whatnot. Run past. Okay. Library, King's Passage.
This wasn't a trick, right? Crystal's nowhere to be found.
You are looking for the crystal? You don't seem to... Ah, I know. One of you fits the description of the escapist Devon. While your interest in the crystal is a bit of a mystery, I'd rather help King Altair right here and now. Altair already knows I left the university. It hasn't even been that long. I am the Grand Mage of Atrix. King Altair has high praise for my abilities and has enlisted me here to protect this treasure room. A bit boring for someone as excellent as me, but I don't mind a good fight or two. My abilities are better suited for my audiences back home in Skull, but that doesn't matter anymore. What an annoyance.
He said he was from Skull. That confirms that Steel Eye was telling the truth. We must take down this guy.
You two are helping out that mutt in the prison. Altair will have your heads taken off for that. Let's begin. Grand Mage. Okay. So what shall we do? This is some good piano music. We're just gonna use skills and see what happens. I need to switch weapons when I do it, though. You know what? Let's just try different weapons and see if any of them are effective. Not terrible damage, but you do get to go twice for reasons. Let's see, have I tried that? I don't remember. Quick slash? No. Okay, I think we're out of weapon types. Yeah. Let's do Poison Claw. I should have done the poison at the beginning. If I can land a poison ability, that's gonna really help over time. Your agility went up. That's not the worst for me. Let's do Shattering Frost. See what happens. Nope, also not great. Spirit isn't a thing that we can use that I've seen. Double slash. There's a chance of doing some stuff, but I think this is just... Oh! Actually, I don't think it would have mattered what weapon I was using at that point. Yeah, let's do some things. How was the damage on that? I feel like whenever I see something mage, I should probably avoid using anything that does magic. Okay, that was a little bit better. Let's try Poison Claw again. No, it did not land. Well, I don't know what that noise was either. Don't worry about it. Okay, decent. I don't think that's gonna take you down below half. Nah. I think we're okay. Except for that. That wasn't great for me. You stay on the pain train, my friend. I don't know why I'm gonna match up the weapon to the thing. Oh. I was gonna heal up a bit, but never mind. Altair, may we meet again someday. That was a lot. That was a lot of the experience points. We got another staff, but we don't need a new one. That was completely unnecessary, but it seems he was holding on to a key for Altair. The key could be for Steel Eye's prison cell. The crystal isn't here, but he might be able to help us out more. Was he holding a journal as well? What does it say? Terris skimmed through the journal and had a shocked expression on his face. This is it, the one piece of evidence Steel Eye has been needing. It details the mage's life and skull, his dealing with the trade agreements, and many other things. Steel Eye is completely innocent. This Empire's been living under a lie for 10 years. Well, it's time to fix it then. And the rest of the stuff, we can read about them a little bit, but we can't, like, steal the armor or anything, unfortunately. There's text at the bottom of the statue. Artist's interpretation of the forgotten goddess Atrix. She's forgotten, but the city's named after her. There's a text at the bottom of the statue. Artist's interpretation of the god of the dragons, Obris. I did read that right, didn't I? The forgotten goddess? Well, honestly, yeah. Never mind. I was thinking, maybe that was something was written incorrectly there or something, but no. She did hide herself away. So she may not be exactly forgotten, but she is gone, functionally. Oh, that's right, we leveled up. I don't need to heal. And I can't just leave the menu from there, so... Sure, we'll save over the same one. Will we? No, we'll save in a new one. I decree it. Hello, Bat. We don't need to fight you. And I do want to see what's up here. Oh, guard blocking the way. Okay. No worries. Maybe that's something we do after this bit. I see that you've unlocked the door. Were you able to find the Crystal of Life as well? You explain what happened to Steel Eye. Altair might be trying to use the crystal for himself in that case. But why? Does he know of a way to make the crystal work? He should also know that using the Crystal of Life was forbidden by our court. Even I couldn't use it if I wanted to. Could you use that as evidence to overthrow him? We could also try and convince him that you didn't make the trade agreements. The court will try and throw me back in here again, but if you can help me to talk to them, then there might be a chance at success. The court's building is to the southwest of the castle. I'll try and hide myself until I see you. Then we will try our best to dethrone Altair.
Might even enter a little early to start some form of conversation. Until then, good luck.
Thank you. Okay. Now, is this still blocked? Okay, yeah. It's still the castle. We still can't do anything, but I am going to run all the way back through the sewer, so I'm just going to skip ahead because it's just going to be some fighting. I was wrong, I managed to skip all of the fights. So, that was surprisingly fast. And, let's see, I do want to go spend my points, and I want to sleep at the inn. We shall allocate the points. Because we can, not that many there. We don't need any more MP than that, I don't think. Let's see, I really want to raise all of the various attacky stats that you have so that everything you do is decent. Your agility is ridiculous. You do have that orb that helps it. Let's see, may as well do that one. And as for you, you don't get as much. I feel like agility is generally good. Like, that's true in a lot of games. You get to go faster as... Oh, that's right, there's a button that you can look at stuff. I didn't mean to hit that, but yeah. But yeah, agility, you can go faster and it makes your bows hit harder. So it feels like the best one to use. There's no reason not to stay here. Except that I didn't need to because I didn't get in any fights after leveling up. That's okay. We did the thing, got to hear the sleep music, and that was pretty good. I will have one big comment about the music when I'm at the end of all this. Let's see, I don't think we need any items or anything. Hello, Sleepy Guard. Demo version of Terris's Path ends here. If you would like to carry over your save data to the full release, please save your game. Yeah, I am gonna... Well, I'm not going to save the game. We're just gonna continue on with the story bit. Because I already have a save of this. But you can only save one character's thing per save slot. So, all good. Before speaking to us, please remove your hood so we can identify your face. Attention, Atrix, Court of Chillmouth. Your rightful king has returned from the dungeons of the castle. Guards, he's escaped the prison. Wait, hear him out first. We have some new information surrounding not only Steel Eye's crime, but also the Crystal of Life. The crystal? Guards, perhaps we will hear from these three for a few moments. Now speak your names. My name is Terris. This is Devon, a student who used to go to the University of Atrix. We were here to bring justice to Steel Eye by revealing to you what King Altair has done. First, excuse our rude trespassing inside the sewers of Chillmouth, but we found out that the Crystal of Life was nowhere to be seen at the museum. What do you think about that? The crystal is forbidden. Although you have broken the law by trying to see it in the first place, your point still stands. A guard has let us know ahead of time about this crime, and King Altair is on his way to speak with the court. What? Altair is on his way, but if Obris was telling the truth, then either Obris himself, Eric, or Rosanna are about to walk through that door. I could sense one of them right outside. Am I interrupting something? I can wait outside if the court wishes. It's Altair. Then was Obris lying? Your presence is much needed, Your Majesty. We must inquire you on a few questions brought up by these wolves. Would you believe my word, or are these troublemakers more reputable? Looks to me like an escaped prisoner and two random citizens from off the street. Their boldness to waltz in here pleading to the court against my knowledge will be taken to heart. I applaud it. We will most certainly try to believe what you say, King Altair. Perfect. I thank you, Court of Chillmouth. But before we begin, I don't believe we've met before. The silver-haired wolf is named Terris. The other two we know you are well aware of. Terris. An outsider to the Empire you may be, but I will formally introduce myself to you anyways. My name is Altair, King of the Empire of Atrix. It's a pleasure to meet you. Altair holds out his hand to Terris, waiting for a mutual handshake. My sense is at its strongest beat right now. Perhaps Obris wanted to hide from mentioning Altair, but why? Terris extends his hand to him and accepts the handshake. Nice to meet you as well. Interesting. He fainted by my mere touch. What did you do to him? I did nothing at all to him. That is the truth.
What the heck?
What did you do to me?
Where am I now? Altair? But now he's wearing different clothes.
Protect them. Free me. Kill him.
What? What happened?
You're back so quickly. You okay? I know my beauty is a sight to wonder, and one might be nervous when meeting royalty for the first time, but I've never seen someone faint from a handshake before. Would you like some help getting up? Altair holds out his hand to Terris once again.
I'm fine, thanks. I can get up on my own.
I see. Now to press on to other matters. Court of Chillmouth, please inquire me on whatever you need. First, where's the Crystal of Life? It is forbidden by the law of Atrix to attempt to use it, as it is too dangerous. It was reported missing by Terris and some of the castle guards. And you excused Terris for walking into my dungeons without special permission, much less to enter the museum? The crystal is missing. That is a crime worse than a simple walk in the sewers. The crystal is dangerous as it can help revive King Brios of Quoma Kingdom from death. That was established to us by Ritza herself 1,000 years ago when the Hararok family tribe to the southwest. We will not let our mortal enemy rise again. Now, please tell us if you know about the whereabouts of the crystal. I do not know anything about this crystal. Search my belongings, the castle, even the whole Empire. You'll see that my name will not be connected to the location of the crystal in any way. Maybe check the belongings of those three. Steel Eye's an escapist, and both Terris and Devon have broken multiple laws. No doubt that the crystal will be on them. Save your troubles, Court of Chillmouth. Terris holds the single piece of evidence to prove who is the true culprit here. Then bring it up to us quickly now. Terris handed over the Grand Mage of Atrix's journal. This journal, it serves me right for trusting a weakling. The Grand Mage of Atrix? He could barely freeze a drop of water. Your king has sent a guardian from Skull to protect the Crystal of Life, not from the Empire of Atrix. Not only that, but the journal details the truth of the trade agreements made with Burrafirth, the enemy village of dragons. Do you truly believe you're king now? To add to this string of sins, he murdered Professor Sal of UOA with no remorse. Altair, respond at once. What do you have to say for yourself? Devon, so this is how you treat your father. I've known you from birth, so I should have received the respect that I deserved from you. I guess I expected too much from a motherless runt. I'm not afraid to fight you here and now. Refuse to let you speak those words again. This is the truth that you arrived at. Please, by all means, attack me with all that you got.
Devon, wait.
Guards, stop them from hurting each other. Just like your caretaker and mother, you will see the same fate. Burning flames. Of course I missed when I aimed at you. Perhaps fate requests that you stay alive for longer, Devon. We hereby expel you as our king, and we will send you to the castle prison immediately. Tell me what you know about my birth mother's death. Both the truth and the crystal that you desire will be kept within my kingdom of Skull. I will not be taken this easily. The lights went out. Where did he go? Watch out, there are Skull pirates hiding as guards. Don't let him escape. Where did he go? Don't worry, Devon. We'll see each other again soon. He's disappeared entirely.
I guess we should have suspected that he would have an escape plan of some kind.
Altair has escaped. We will send out a search party to look around between the borders of the Empire. But before that, the thanks is in order. Devon may resume his studies at a later time, and Steel Eye, you may return to your throne at Atrix Castle. We welcome you back with open arms. Thank you, Court of Chillmouth. I'll be standing with you in a brief moment. And that is the end of the demo of Terris's Path. Be sure to check out the other characters' paths and support the game's full release. I have checked out the other characters' paths, and I fully support this release. Yeah, this game is a lot of fun. I really enjoy the guild approach to getting different weapons and stuff, and I like that you, at the very least, get a free weapon when you join the guilds. It saves a lot of running around and trying to get equipped later on. I'm sure there'll be, like, upgrades of weapons that you'll have to get and whatnot, but yeah. This game, I'm really liking the story of this, and the music is stellar. And I'm not just saying that because JaderGamerStudios made the music, according to the itch page. So this is very solid game music, but very well done. Like, it's the kind of stuff I would expect from professional game studios. So that is particularly awesome. There are a few little typos and things like this. This is the first release of the game, so these kinds of things are expected. I do encourage people, like, of course, go download the game. Do try the other two paths. Eric's path, I would say, is the shortest. It's where he meets up with Rosanna. They separate, a spoiler-free version of that. And then Eric's is kind of just figuring out a couple puzzles. Rosanna's has more interaction with other characters and whatnot. And Terris's, as you saw, there were several characters, there was more story fleshed out. But yeah, the only criticisms I really have of this game are the menus are kind of awkward. Being able to change your active quest is a little bit buried inside the records section that doesn't feel intuitive to look there exactly. And also, if you're backing out of a section of the menu and it just closes the whole thing, that's a little bit weird. But yeah, that's it. That's small stuff that I would say I'm sure it's easy to fix, but I have no idea. I don't know how to program games. I just play them. Very good. Go check it out. Link will be down in the description and all that, as per usual. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you leave a like. If you really liked it and you want to see more, subscribe button's down there too. And if you want to support me and the channel, Patreon link is down in the description. And if you have any games that you want me to play, that you've made or that you know of or whatever, just leave a message in the comments, contact me through my About page, message me on Twitter, semaphore flags, whatever it takes. Just let me know, and yeah. I'll see you in my next video. Later.